Here's another Facebook Live event from PHLV Radio.
Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PHLV Radio.
Friday. So magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, or good evening if you're watching us, especially if you're watching us in this part of the world, especially in California. If you're watching us in the Philippines, it is 12 noon, 12:02 on a Saturday. Good afternoon o magandang tanghali sa inyo. If you're watching across the globe or anytime, it depends on where you are. It's good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is exciting because last week, as you know, we have our special guests are the candidates, batch 1 for Misters of Filipinas America. And as we promised, that was such a big hit. So this time we have the second batch. Actually, this is the last batch of that male pageant that's going to happening. I believe it's it's August 6th here in California, and we'll know more about it. But before we anything else, and before I present to you the second batch of Misters Filipinas America, we are live on Facebook page of PHLB Radio. We're also live on PHLB YouTube channel. So if you're not a subscriber yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe already, or you could like, share, and subscribe. And if you are using Amazon Fire TV, you could always look for PHLB radio TV channel. Also, if you have Alexa, for those people who are kind of techie, all you have to do is say, Alexa, play PHLB radio. Those people who are doing the audio, we are doing audio streaming as well on different podcasts live on different podcasts, namely Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. A lot of you are asking, what about if we miss part of the show or portion of the show, or we want to replay it? No problem and no worries at all. It's so easy. All you have to do is go to PHLB Radio YouTube channel, and it's already on the playlist. Or you could always definitely go back to our website, which is www.phlbradio.com. I hope everybody's doing well, and everybody's too hot here in California right now. Well, at least I'm in Los Angeles. So hot, and to my understanding also, in Las Vegas, it is extremely hot. So I don't know how PHLB Radio owner is holding on with the heat wave in Las Vegas. Last week we had a problem on my Sunday show because we have to postpone the show, or at least delay the show for an hour because of the power failure in Las Vegas. But now we are live, so this is exciting. We have a lot of things to talk about. Before anything else, though, let me introduce you the national chair, or the national director of Misters of Filipinas America, none other than my friend now, Jesse Moran. Hi, Jesse.
Hello, Sir Josh. Good evening dito, Pacific time, and of course, happy lunch time back in the Philippines. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. I hope you guys are doing well. Just sit back and relax, and we are really excited for our, for this batch, the second batch of candidates that we are about to show it to you guys, kasi sobrang magagaling to. From our first batch, if you guys were able to watch it, I mean, they did great last week, and this week, I'm pretty sure. Good luck to all of the viewers today.
Let's keep pressure on this guy. Because like you said, the first batch did amazingly well. I think most of the viewers and listeners, they were pleasantly surprised as much as I was. Okay, now before anything else though, let's talk about Misters Filipinas America. I'm still having difficulty in the pageant's name. What is this about, Jesse? Explain to us why this pageant is created? Has it been going on for quite some time? I know for a fact, like from last week's information, you said that this is the first time we're gonna have. This is basically an initial. This is the maiden presentation of Misters of Filipinas America. So take it away. Let us know why this pageant is about, what's the mission of this, what's the goal of this pageant, when it's gonna be, and stuff like that. So go ahead, Jesse. Take it away.
All right, let's go. So, of course, it's like what I've just said last week. So it's going to be the very first ever Misters of Filipinas America this year, happening in August 6, 2022. The main goal really is to look for someone who can definitely, be a representative for the Nationals on October 2022 this year. It will be the very first one to have a representative for the Filipino American community. Basically, this competition really requires not just all about with the most handsome guy on that day. It's not just all about the most intelligent that night, but it's the total package that the organization that we are looking for. So with the candidates that we have right now, most of them are really, really good. They even started. They have their own charities. They have their own guestings and everything. So they really work hard for this one. And also, the umbrella of this show is the Misters of Filipinas. It's been like 9 years up and running about the show. They were able to produce huge stars like Mr. Ian Perez. Right now of Showtime, we have Mr. Neil Perez as the Mr. International, the policeman, and they've been really doing well, and they were able to inspire a lot of Filipino men. Kasi before, di ba, parang kapanahunan talaga, the pageants is not just parang pakit-cute lang, di ba, mga pa-sweet-sweet lang. Ngayon, we were taking it seriously. Nagkakaroon na, we're stepping up, like the Miss Universe Philippines. Before parang pageant lang yan. Ngayon hindi na may mga nakita pa nga ako na parang they may mga academies or agencies na parang tinatawag nilang athlete beauty stars, parang ganon. So that's how we are getting getting better. Nagkakaroon talaga ng progress when it comes to the world of pageantry. So with us, the Misters of Filipinas America, this is the very first time to have. So I'm really excited for whoever wins, kasi a lot of opportunities awaits when this winner went to the Philippines and represent our community here in US, and hopefully to get the crown for the very first one. So there you go.
Okay. And then just to add, a lot of you guys are asking, what is Misters of Filipinas? It's really an annual male pageant under the management of Prime Events Production Philippines Foundation, Inc., or PEPS, PEPPS Foundation. And they are the Philippine official franchise holder of Man of the World, Mr. International, Mr. Model Worldwide, Mr. Tourism and Culture Universe, Mr. Model of the Universe. And their goal really is to empowering role models of handsomeness, health, leadership, and generosity. So basically what you're telling us is whoever wins this, Jesse, will be the representative for Misters of Filipinas.
That is correct, po.
And then there's only one title that will be won for this particular competition, correct?
That is correct. There will be one winner for this year. Yeah.
And of course, you have the first and the second runner-up,
right?
The
third, yeah. But the person who will represent the Filipino American community will be just one, of course, and will go to the Philippines and compete with the rest of the representatives, like entire Philippines. So
okay, and then when is the coronation gonna happen? I know it's somewhere in California.
Yeah.
But go ahead. When is this? And then where can people buy the tickets?
Yeah, it will be on August 6, 2022. Our pageant week will start at on July 31 to August 6. So dun pa lang marami ng mga activities, and it's happening at the Warner Grand Theater. So they can people, if you guys want to watch and support your favorite candidates, they are more than welcome to go to the eventbrite.com. Just Google it and it will automatically pop out. And we also sell in-person tickets. If you guys are friends with the candidates, we're going to give out some tickets to them because we have guesting in celebration with Independence Day. on Saturday. So we're gonna give out tickets to them. So you guys can always ask your candidates to to give to purchase a ticket. So yeah.
Okay, as far as prices though, what are they expecting to win aside from the coveted title of Mr. of Filipinas America?
That is correct. So a total of prizes that the winner will be receiving will be 3,000 USD. That actually covers going to the Philippines, their tickets, and their, of course, a little bit of allowance and all everything, the transportation, because we want to make sure that the winner will have a really, really exciting and great experience when he went to the Philippines all throughout the competition. But the organizer itself will be provided, especially when the competition starts. So they will be in-house. All of the candidates coming from different provinces, coming from different Filipino communities, like all over the world, and isa pagsasama-sama sila in one place. So we are not we don't have any specific which location or which province gaganapin itong nationals, but what I've heard, maybe in Baguio or maybe in Manila. So that is something that we need to inform them pretty soon. So
that sounds pretty exciting.
It is.
What are they expecting to watch on the 6th of August? Will there be a formal wear? Will there be a national costume? I know you talk about the like creative costume, and can you talk about that? Because like people, I have 3 phones going on right now. Because last week it was 2 phones, and I was inundated with PM private messages asking questions about this guys. So now I came prepared. I have 3 phones going on. So, and they're all texting me, please put it on the chart, on the chat box, or like Oliver Carney. He said, shout out to Oliver. He says, I'm here. Are they ready for me? And then Sophia Medel says, Mr. Delano, Christmas Mateo with a heart.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Hello, Sophia. Happy viewing, and stay tuned. We're gonna grill we're gonna grill Christmas in a bit. Okay. So what are the portions of the competition comes August 6th? Sorry.
Yeah, of course.
Except for saying these guys, are they going to be swimwear? Are they going to be just formal wear, casual wear, just like any other male competition?
Yeah. So the competition, the categories to compete with are, first, of course, the production number, the talent night competition, which is happening on August 3 at Gatsby Resto Bar. There will be a swimwear competition wherein, of course, candidates will be wearing their swimwear outfits sponsored by Bessie Bisana, the one and only. We also have the preliminary Q&A round, since there are only like 12 candidates. So they will be given the opportunity to speak so that the judges can hear their voices and how they, speak to a lot of people. And of course, there will be creative costume. This is where the candidates will be given the opportunity to showcase their creativity. The original plan was, it's supposedly a national costume, but we don't want them to spend that much money because, of course, this is just the first time. We want to make sure they're just having fun, but a little bit of taking it seriously. But creative costume is like, say, for example, they're a fan of Batman. They can always wear something Batman costume just to showcase their inside of your inner Batman in themselves, something like that. And then, of course, the most awaited part of the competition is when the candidates reach to the top 5 finalists. It's going to be back to 0, and there will be only one question for them, and literally it's going to be back to 0 question and answer. So that will happen on that night. So
okay, just a quick question that was missed last week. Is there going to be a preliminary competition?
Just for like, this year? Yeah, for this year, we consider the preliminary competition will be the talent and gala night. So mainly, it's just the talent and the gala night will be combined together on August 3 at Gatsby Resto Bar. So yeah.
Okay, are there going to be tickets for sale on that one, or is it first come first serve, or is it open to the public?
It is not open to the public. it is not open to the public, but we're about to launch our ticket in person since it's just here in Los Angeles or here in California, but it's only limited because the place is a little bit smaller. So we can only accommodate like 130 packs on that night. So if you guys want to watch, please make sure you message us on Facebook or in Instagram to grab the ticket because it's first come, first serve. But that ticket will cover the buffet, and of course you get the chance to cheer your favorite candidates on that night for the talent and gala night. Yeah.
Sounds exciting. And then if they want to buy tickets, and can you tell us your Facebook page, and is your website up and about already?
Not yet. We're having a problem with the photos of the candidates because we're trying to post the different photos that we had, our photo shoot from the most recent photo shoot that we had. We're planning to put that photo instead of this photo that we just launched. So, because that's one is better. So, yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that wonderful information. I know some of the information was a repeat from last week, but
yeah.
we have other sets of male candidates, as well as our other viewers that are listening and viewing us for the first time. So at least you got more information. We have Edita, Berdoro, Lomango, Francisco's watching. So it's Sunny Francisco. Happy watching to you. Okay, let's start with our first candidate for this batch at least. Again, just to let everybody know, our viewers and our listeners, this is the second batch. Actually, it's the second and last batch of candidates. So we'll start with Lemuel. Lemuel, because I'm just going by the bio that was sent to me. Lemuel Apilado or Apilado. Management training in Peabody Memphis Hotel in Memphis, Tennessee, and he's working as a chef de partie or a party or party in a hotel. He's working in the healthcare industry. That's interesting. His biggest achievement is I was taken really awesome for Lemuel. He graduated class valedictorian in high school, and he's one of his other biggest accomplishment is he did the highest skydiving in the world, about 18,000 feet in Orlando, Florida. Now it sounds exciting and yet scary. And he was featured in New York Billboard wearing the beautiful creation of Musa fabrics by Joy So. And I guess his mantra is be kind and let your kindness shine. Wow, parang Philippine Airlines, ha? Well, I have a question for you. Did I kill your? Did I kill the restaurant chef de Paris? Is that or party? Okay, Lemuel, you graduated valedictorian. Where? What school? What high school was that?
In Logos International School in the Philippines, in Baguio City po.
Okay. Oh, you still speak the language, right?
Yes po.
Okay. And then so what you said, so are you doing chef at the same time you're part of healthcare?
Actually, I used to work in the hotel po, but due to pandemic, nung nagsara po siya, I switched career to healthcare, and then hanggang ngayon yun pa rin po yung ginagawa ko.
Okay, and then my question to you is on your advocacy. It says fight global poverty. Why did you choose that as your advocacy? What was the motivation for that? Was there a reason why, of all the things that you could concentrate and make it as your advocacy, you decided to choose the fight global poverty?
I choose to fight global poverty because even up to this day, we're still experiencing poverty, not only in the Philippines, but also in some parts of Asia and some parts of the world. And for me, I cannot afford to see these innocent people, especially those innocent kids, that their dreams should not be taken away from them. And I'm pursuing this because meron po kasi akong kaibigan noon and they're very poor and hindi po siya nakapag-aral, and siya po talaga inspiration ko kung bakit ko po pinupursu to. And even today po, meron po kaming tinutulungan sa Philippines and hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin po sila umaangat. Pero now they're very doing good po.
Okay. And then, since you graduated valedictorian, was there any pressure? Because a lot of people, when you graduated valedictorian, that's top of the class. You cannot go higher than that. And then you went to college for hospital and restaurant management. Of course, a lot of people will be asking why that course and not why. What made you decide to choose that course among the other courses that a valedictorian like yourself would have chosen and would have been selected?
Because my passion po talaga is cooking. And sabi naman po ng mom ko, kung anong gusto mo, go, I'll support you. And yeah, I'm blessed.
That's nice. Okay, the alipado or alipado? Are you guys
Apilado po.
apilado? Okay, you know how it is in the States; it becomes different, right? Now, where are you guys originally from? The apilado?
La Union and San Fernando.
Okay, and you've been living here in the States for a while. When did you come in? Because you said you graduated valedictorian in high school in Baguio, and then when did you migrate to the States?
I moved here in the States 2017 lang po.
Okay, you're still new in the U.S. So
Yes po.
was there any culture shock coming from the Philippines to Sunnyvale, California?
Wala po. Kasi the first time that I landed here, I feel like it's very similar to the Philippines and the people are very hospitable as well and they welcome me so well. So I think parang I feel at home. I don't see any difference.
Well, the good thing about living in California, it's just like the mini Philippines because everybody, especially in that portion of the Northern California, even Southern California, there's a lot of Filipino stores. And a lot of Filipinos are everywhere, but definitely
Yes.
the concentration based on statistics is really the state of California. If you're in another state like Midwest, that's a different story. That's why I understand why there's no culture shock whatsoever. And I'm glad that you guys, you got welcomed really well in Sunnyvale. And I like that area as well. Okay, then we have, Christmas, you have so many people watching you today. I'm impressed. Zena Alvarado, Zian, maybe Ziana. Sorry if I'm killing your name. I could barely can barely see this. It says Mr. Delano Christmas Mateo giving you stars, and then I have Julius Mina as well. Mr. Delano Christmas for the win. FTW is for the win. Rachel Munoz. Mr. Delano, Christmas Mateo. And then, Oliver Carney said, Lemuel has a nice smile. Cute siya.
Thank you.
Okay, then Shana or China Isabel Mata Fajardo. Mr. J. Mata. Ooh. Okay, then, then Christmas says, much love to all of you. Daming supporter ni Chris Mata. Okay. Now, and anything you want to add aside from what I read, Lemuel, regarding you? Is there anything that you would like to share? Things that's not on your bio? Better share, or else I'm going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
Personal.
So I did the highest skydiving in the whole world, and it's about 18,000 feet. I feel like I kind of have a taste for adrenaline, something that kind of feel rush. It excites me, and I also planning to dive with sharks in Hawaii in October, and I'm so excited.
It's crazy. So is it
Yeah.
the first time you did skydiving?
That was 2020.
Did you do it by yourself? Is it tandem?
Tandem po.
Tandem. Okay. And I'm surprised that the diving with the shark would be interesting. So work with us on what made you decide to do that? It was just a spur of the moment? Was it something on your bucket list why you did the skydiving? Because not a lot of people would like to do that.
One of my bucket lists po.
Okay. Some questions that I've been texted about you. How tall is Lemuel? And is he single and available, or is he looking?
I'm 5'9" and I'm ready to accept application. Joke lang.
That's awesome. Okay, the mystery person who's been texting me. Yes, Lemuel is 5'9". And how young are you, Lemuel?
25 po.
He's 25. So and he's looking. So if you have any application, you could text Jesse or you could PM me and I'll send it to them. Okay, then before anything else, let's see. There's a lot of people. Okay, si Nati Mendiola, Christmas, Mr. Delano, mabuhay. Okay, and then the other Isabella Mata Fajardo said, Mr. J Mata, we love you from the Philippines. Aba? And then Jeannie, Chini Mata, it says Ray Joshua Urbina Española. Okay, so maybe everybody's asking people, and we are having so many people watching us right now. Okay, let's start now with another person, and I would choose this guy because he was supposed to be part of my batch 1, but because he got sick last week, so he's joining batch 2. So we'll put him on the spot. Let me introduce to you, everybody. It's Brandon English. Brandon, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Paul?
Okay, I'm doing wonderful. Brandon, are you feeling better now compared last week?
I am feeling a little better. I'm still sweating, but I'm so happy to be here and join my brothers and join all of you.
Okay. Now, let me read your bio first before I ask you some questions. Brandon English is a multidisciplinary artist located in Echo Park, California. He is an in-house casting director and producer for Roundabout Entertainment and has worked on many dubbing projects for Disney Plus and Amazon Studios. Founder of Morenex Media. He advocates strongly for diverse and representative media, both in front and behind the camera. Outside of his work, he is a community leader for QU Youth Foundation, where he creates safer and braver spaces for people to share their stories. He loves to travel and hopes to visit the Philippines soon. Okay, wow. Brandon, you have not been to the Philippines?
I have. It's been over 5 years now, Paul. So I've only been once.
Okay. And then you said you are an in-house casting director. How was that, and how did you go about getting that job? It's an interesting job, casting director and producer from Roundabout Entertainment. What exactly do you do as a casting director, and what kind of films or shows or movies have you guys done for Roundabout Entertainment?
Yeah, so I started off as a dubbing artist. And for those who don't know, dubbing is basically the English version of the international film or the series. And so I had gotten a good workflow in this that finally I said, okay, a person of color should be in this position, who should advocate for all of our kababayans, all of the POC folks in our community who are very talented. And so I'm a firm believer in putting myself out there. So I just put myself out there and they hired me. And ever since then, I've been producing a lot. There's 2 shows that I have out right now on Disney Plus called Ignorant Angels and Delicacy's Destiny. And you're more than welcome to watch it on Disney Plus.
Okay, and then talk to us about Morenex Media. What does it do?
So Morenex Media highlights Filipino narratives in the intersection. So I like to call it the coming of age story that we never had as Filipinos. So a lot of the time it's dealing with certain issues that are intergenerational. Sometimes it's dealing with just our own coming of realization. And I work out of frustration. If I don't see something, I create something.
Okay, were you born and raised here, or were you a migrant?
So I was born and raised in the Bay Area, actually, but I feel 100% a Filipino, even though I was born and lived in California my whole life.
Okay, so it's interesting about the diversity, the strong, diverse, and representative media, and that's so in right now. And the good thing about it, and of course everybody knows about it, there's this now movement for Asian involvement in Hollywood, which is so cool. The Jokers of the World, and I think Easter Sunday is being shown soon. And of course, Crazy Asian. And you're too young to remember Joy Luck Club, but now there's this emergence, the emergence of Asian, and I'm glad that that's your advocacy, both in front and behind the camera. I think that's what we need, representation. Because right now, we need more, especially the Phil-Am or Filipino American community. So we're there, and hopefully, and then now I would like to talk for you to talk about the Q Youth Foundation.
Yeah.
What is this about, and what is the trust of Q Youth Foundation?
So Q Youth Foundation is a 501c3 in Los Angeles that creates safer and braver spaces for the queer youth to share their stories, whether it means through poetry, whether it means through dance, whether it means through playwriting. For me, I always believe the power in storytelling and being able to connect with story despite what background you are. And I've been doing that a little over 2 years as a passion project with my producing partners, Ana Bernal and Ames Zapata Jr., just because there wasn't a lot of resources for the queer youth in the east side of LA. And we really wanted to bring that there. That way they have a place to go and have a shoulder to cry on or have a person to laugh with.
Okay. Now, before we continue, Oliver Carney said, I know Brandon English. He graduated from Stella Adler School of Acting. And he said, hi, Brandon. I guess you know each other. And then Nati Mendiola said, Mr. Delano, Pilipinas, mabuhay, mahal ka naming lahat. Sa uspusong pagbati mula dito sa Pilipinas, nanonood kami. God bless. Oh my God. Mr. Delano, you're going to have a lot of questions. Okay. Brandon, how old are you, or how young are you? How tall, and are you single, available, and looking?
So I like to call myself one of the kuyas of the competition because I am 27 years old, but I turned 28 on Tuesday. So
Okay.
I am 5'9", and I am happily taken.
Okay, those asking if he is available, he's happily taken, just like another candidate. I think, I forgot, he's the guy from Hawaii or Hawaii.
Jake.
Yeah, he's happily taken too. So the rest so far, you guys are available. So out of the 12, we have 10 so far. I don't know. I'll be asking some of you guys in a minute. Okay, anything you want to add, Brandon, regarding that? If you have a handful on your bio, and I hope I was able to read and kind of explain. You explain to the people. Do you want to add anything else on the bio that was submitted to us?
Yeah, I mean, I really want to connect with our kababayans. So if you want to reach out via Instagram, Brandon Universe, and DM me if you're an artist in LA or wherever you need some advice. I'd like to offer myself as a resource and to also connect as well.
Okay. So what is your Facebook page, Brandon?
You could just type in Brandon English, and I'm the only Filipino that shows up.
Okay, and then why English? Because it's very foreign. It's not even a film name.
Yeah, so my great-great-grandpa was Pute. And so it just carried over ever since then.
Okay, and your mom and your dad, are they originally from, well, what part of the Philippines are they from?
My dad and mom are from the northern part of Luzon.
Laguna, so that's the Tagalog region. Okay, let's go back to Lemuel. Lemuel, what's your Facebook page? People are making Colette me. They're asking.
Lemuel Apilado
See,
po.
that's what happened when people, when they found out you're 5'9", available, looking. So all of a sudden, what's this Facebook page?
Lemuel Apilado lang po. And yung Instagram, Apilado Lemuel.
Okay, so he has an Instagram and a Facebook page. Okay, now before we continue, si Chini Mata, good luck, Jay Mata, and then Russell, Queen Love, good luck, Mr. Jay Mata, Edison Mata, Andos Jr. Let's go, Jay Mata. Okay, now our next one, since a lot of people are watching him, not only here in the US, but watching him in the Philippines as well. The next one I have is Chrismat Mateo. Hello, Chrismat. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, Magin. Hi. Magandang araw sa
he hopes to continue advocating for the youth, their safety, and the importance of education while pursuing their dreams. From the historic Phil-Am town of Delano, California, Mr. Christmas Mateo. Christmas!
Yes.
Hey, how are
Mabuhay.
you?
Magandang gabi po.
This is interesting. So technically, you are a singer.
Yes. Technically,
Okay.
I am a singer.
How long have you been performing as a singer?
I have been performing ever since I could speak, I feel like.
Okay. And then the Mateos Mateos is a very Filipino last name.
It
So
is.
where are they originally from?
The Mateos and the Ignacios are originally from Malolos, Bulacan. Doon po ako pinanganak. But my mom's side of the family, the Adenas and the Manuels are from Lawag.
Lawag. Okay. Still the still Tagalog region. Now,
Ilocano.
you did several shows with TFC and Mixed Global performing. Mixed Global, TFC, ASAP. And how was that experience? Because they're global as well, and of course they lost the franchise, but still they're very active, especially in the U.S. marketplace. How was your experience performing with the ASAP folks, the artists?
That to me was probably one of the most fulfilling experiences of my life. I remember that was in 2019. And I remember a few months before performing on ASAP, I came home from the Philippines back here to the US, super defeated because I auditioned for a TV show, a singing competition in the Philippines. And I ended up not getting a spot to perform or to compete in the show. And then my cousins here and my family here, they pushed me to join another contest, which was through Kumu, and I was one of the first Phil-Ams on the app as a featured streamer, and then I joined their contest, and then I ended up winning and going on to perform for ASAP when they came
On
to the
Kumu.
Bay Area. Yes. Well,
Okay.
it was I got to go on stage with Regine Velasquez, Martin Rivera, our idols.
Wow. Okay. Well, those people who are not familiar with Kumu is a platform that's free. It's just like if you're familiar with Sessions and Uplive or Uplive, they are a free platform, and that was owned by Ross.
Yeah, Roland Ross, yes.
Yeah, Roland Ross, who's originally from the States as well.
Mhm.
And it gave all the artists, especially during the pandemic, when there's no other platforms where they could perform, because all the concert venues were closed because of the COVID. Now they came up with different platforms where artists, whether they're active or not, they were able to perform. It's a live streaming, and then you could give hearts, and you have for Kumu you have the what was that?
Virtual gifts and all that.
you have the Adarnas, and then you have the boat. I forgot the name of the boat. It's the highest one.
Yamashita's Gold.
Yamashita Gold, and then there's
Yes.
another one, Viking. Yeah, so that's interesting. So, well, that's congratulations. So, tell us about. It says here, American Idol. Which one? Which batch did you join?
I joined American Idol season 12. So that was
Okay.
that was the year that Mariah Carey, and we Filipinos, we love Mariah Carey, and I grew up listening to her. And so when I heard that she was going to be a judge on the show, I knew I had to audition for that season.
So, what can you tell between the difference with American Idol competition versus a Philippine talent show? Was there any difference, or is it the same, or is it's more challenging for the American audience? Which do you think has the hardest audience to please?
I think Filipinos are very hard to please in terms of music. Filipinos have a very sharp ear in terms of music, and so they can pick out when someone is sharp, when someone is flat. And so I think it's harder to please Filipino audiences.
Which one are you more scared to perform? Is it the American Idol, or was it the ASAP, or the Mix Global?
I think I was most scared to perform for American Idol. That's because that was the first thing that I tried to do. So I was young and I was kind of just getting myself to get out of my shell and really try to pursue my music.
Okay. Now, anything else you want to add on your bio before I know there's some singers in our group, but I'm going to leave that later to ask impromptu for you guys to sing. Like you're one of them that I will be asking to sing so you could show your talent. But I'm not going to put you on the spot yet. But are you available? How tall are you? And your age?
So my name is Chris Matt Mateo. I'm also just like Kuya Brandon. Kuya Brandon is only a Kuya by like 2 months. So I'll be turning 28 in August, right after our show. And I'm from Delano, California. I am 5'10", and I am happily happy.
You didn't answer the question. So happy with taken, available, looking.
I am happy, and I welcome everybody. I welcome everybody's love.
Okay, so he's available. That's basically it. Okay, I'll put you. Oh, and Facebook page or any platform, social media that they could follow you, support you, and add you as a friend.
Sure, I am at Prince Chris Matt all over social media. So Facebook.com/Prince Chris Matt, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, if people still use Snapchat, all over social media.
Okay. Before we go to our next one, okay. Russell Quinlog says, good luck, Mr. J. Mata. And then Sophia Medel, question for Chris Matt. What will you do for your community if you win? Later, that Sophia will do that later.
Okay.
Nati Mendiola said, hello, Chris Matt. Nakikita ka namin live. Pinagmamalaki ka namin. Go, go, go. Patnubayan ka ng ating Panginoong Diyos. Pilipinas, mabuhay. Salamat sa Diyos. Okay. Sophia Medel says, great answer, Chris Matt Mateo. Wow. Okay. We'll see later, Sophia. We'll ask your question as well. And then we have some questions. Like what I told all these candidates, like in batch 1, when they found out that batch 1, batch 2 will be live today, especially batch 2 for this session, I was swamped with questions for them. So I selected top 7 questions, which I'll be asking them later to choose a number, and what number they choose will be the question that will be asked of them. And there'll be one general question that everybody, or 2 questions that everybody needs to answer, and that would be for later. Now, our next one is David Ongkinko. David?
Hello po.
David, how are you? Okay.
I'm good po.
David, say hello first to everybody.
Hello po, mabuhay po. My father's side po.
Okay, and then your mother's side is from where?
Iloilo po.
Iloilo. But do you speak the language, or
Yes,
you're just like Brandon, who is born and raised here, but the Filipino for sure? Okay, so you do speak the language. And how tall are you? We'll start with that. How tall are you?
I'm 5'6" po. 5'6", 5'7". Between that.
5'6", 5'7". Okay. Single, available, looking.
Single and happy po.
Okay. You have to think. Okay, how the experience working as a technician in Cinco Engineering, which you do calibration? What exactly do you guys do? Because you mentioned about tools and X-ray cables for airplanes. Inform us about that. As they said, educate us.
Actually po, it's SpaceX po, not airplane. Yeah, I got mistake with that one. But opo, nagka-calibrate po ako ng tools for spaceships like SpaceX, and then we do X-rays po for Raytheon, Boeing, and all those stuff po. And also I do calibrate din po sa mga and fix tools po na needs to be fixed po, because kami po yung nag-handle po ng mga broken tools po para po ma-fix yung cable for some space.
And how long have you been doing this? Matagal mo nang ginagawa ito?
Opo, almost 3 years na po.
3 years. And is this your first job?
7th job.
Second job. Okay, and then you are from Northridge, California. Is this always been your home?
Yes po.
Okay, so everybody is from Northridge. Okay, now what can you say when they said among the cities and Los Angeles County, Northridge or that side is the hottest area? Is that true?
Yes po. It's really hot po. Same as Philippines po. Actually po, I think it's more hotter here than the Philippines. I'm not sure because the last time I went to Philippines is like 4 years ago, so I'm not sure about it, but it's really hot here po.
Okay, since you work in an engineering firm, are you pursuing a engineering course, or is that something that just excites you?
Because I used to take po when I was in the Philippines po. I used to like do IS information systems, like an IT, and then but when I but engineering is not my thing po. So I was planning to take RadTech po instead.
Okay, are you from a big family, David?
Ano po yan? Sorry po.
Malaki ba yung pamilya mo? How many siblings do you have?
Sa Philippines po malaki, pero here po kami lang po.
Kami like mom and dad only?
Yeah, mom and dad.
I would say, is it safe to say that you're the only child?
No po, we're 3 po. My older brother is still in the Philippines, but he already petitioned po, and my sister is here po.
Oh, so you're the only one here with your mom and dad?
No po, my sister also. Me and
your
my sister.
So except your older brother?
He's still in the Philippines po.
Okay, and then how young are you?
28 po.
You're 28. So you're almost similar with Chris Matt and with Brandon and then you so far. Okay, platform, what's your advocacy? It was not stated in your bio.
Right now po, I'm just focusing on working out po, and then like I'm trying to build myself po. Like that's the question, right po?
No, what do you support? The advocacy.
Support something like what po? Sorry.
Because like for example, Brandon is on diversity, and then Lemuel, I believe, Lemuel is more on. Let's see. Lemuel is on the fight global poverty. Do you have an advocacy for your cause or your cause that you're supporting?
Wala po. As of now.
Wala. Okay, that's fine too. That's fine too. I don't think it's a requirement anyway. I was just curious because I didn't see anything on your bio that was sent to me. Okay, anything else you want to add on that our viewers and our listeners would get to know you?
As of now po, I just like focus on building myself po, and then because I was planning to join like actually I was planning to join a bodybuilding po, but yun nga po yung sabi ni Sir Jess po, na meet po kami sa Seafood City po. Actually he mentioned this one po last week, and yun po I was like trying to Um, parang trying to try po different things for myself. So nung nakita po ko ni Sir Jess, and then he invited me for pageant. And actually, nung una po, hindi pa ako like something sure about it because I need to like ask my family too, and like I was still trying to like I'm still working on myself po. And then Sir Jess kept like asking me and pushing me to do the pageant and all this stuff po. And I was like, my family, I told my family and shared it to them, and they were like support me. And yeah, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna push it and try this. So and then yun po. I mean, for me po, parang whatever opportunity comes po, inaano ko na lang po, like ina-accept ko na lang po, and
that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it, David. Okay, I have here Gina Marcos is watching. Happy viewing. And then Joseph Ilos or Ilos, sabi niya, David, I love your TikTok. You have a supporter who watch your TikTok. So since he's talking about TikToks, what are the platform? Well, not platform, social media platforms that the people can follow you. So let's start with your TikTok. Now I have to check your TikTok. What's your handle on TikTok?
What was that po?
Anong pangalan mo sa TikTok?
It's David Onkiko po.
Onkiko. And then your Facebook?
Same thing po, and Instagram.
And Instagram. Okay. And then okay, I already asked you your availability, right? You're available. Okay. Now, anything you want to add aside from that? O sabi ni Oliver Carney, ang laki ng muscles niya. Okay, then Adele Ordinario. Good evening, everyone. Adele is watching from Long Beach, California. Okay, the next one we have, okay, is Jay Mata. Jay Mata, say hello to everybody. Jay.
Hello, hi everybody. Good evening. Mayong buntag sa mga tanaw sa ako.
Okay, I think that's Mayong
Bisaya.
Buntag. Is that Bisaya? Yeah.
It's Bisaya,
Okay.
opo.
Jay Mata is a healthcare worker who's passionate about health and wellness. He is adventurous, who loves to try new things and won't shy away from an experience. His main inspiration and motivation are the women in his life, especially his mother, who taught him to be resilient, passionate, and humble. Okay, first question. We said women in your life aside from your mother. Who are the women in your life, Jay?
Everybody in my family, I think that they have been supporting me throughout this journey, and I just cannot thank them enough. And I'm so grateful to have them.
Okay, when you say healthcare worker, are you one of the frontliners?
I work for radiology department in the hospital, and I am first contact with patients. So I consider myself, yeah.
How was your experience with the COVID? Was it scary, especially the first year of being exposed to COVID-19?
No, actually, I went to school at that time when COVID happened, so we're all virtual. And then when I graduated, I did my hours, my clinicals, and then I got the job. So I actually didn't get to try COVID. So thankfully, thank God that I wasn't there. So.
Okay. Jay, where are you from originally, your family, the Matas?
The Matas, they are from Cagayan de Oro. Actually, they're from Tubod in Mindanao. And I'm from Cagayan de Oro. I was actually born in Tubod, and I lived in Cagayan de Oro since I was 15, and I moved here when I was 15 years old. So
do you still speak the language?
Yeah, I speak Tagalog, I speak Bisaya, and
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, that's always a plus to have another language. So
yeah, I love it.
You could always talk about other people, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's amazing knowing all these languages and actually understanding them. And then some people come up to me, "Oh, do you speak Tagalog or do you speak Bisaya?" I'm like, yes, proudly, I do.
Okay, one of the things you had mentioned in your bio is that you won't shy away from an experience, and you love to try new things. What are those new things and experiences have you tried?
Right now, at this moment, doing this, I think it gives me pleasure to actually learn, to actually, to do this. And people are just supporting my entire family is there supporting me. I'm so thankful, to be honest with you.
So is this your first male pageant that you joined?
It is. Yeah, it is.
Okay. And then, so you mentioned mom. So would you consider yourself a mama's boy?
Yeah, I am a mama's boy. I love my mom so much. Sadly, she is not with us anymore, but I miss her so much, so much. I miss her so much. I just can't explain it. I miss her.
Yeah. Okay. Then, how tall are you, Jay? And are you available, single, and looking?
I am 5'9" and I am happily single. I'm so happy to be single.
Okay. See, I got all these questions from people. Okay, then a lot of people are saying, Isabel Mata Fajardo China said, Jay Mata. Edison Mata and those say, go Jay Mata, go Jay. And then, yeah, there's a lot of supports here. Okay,
yeah, they're all from the Philippines. They're in the Philippines right now. They're watching them. I told them, I was like, watch me. They're like, okay. So I'm just so happy that they're watching me right now.
Okay, and then let me just sneak in a question to Jesse. Jesse, people are asking, people like overseas or globally, can they watch it live? Is there going to be an online streaming that they can pay?
Well, it's a good question that we have been really thinking about to do. We're just going to announce if we're going to do live stream. If ever not on live, we're just probably going to do like a post live or maybe after. We're just going to record it. We're going to post it on YouTube or maybe on Facebook. I mean, I believe that you guys are really excited for this, but me super, super excited for this too. But we just can't promise if we're going to do it live, like the actual competition. But one thing that we're thinking about is to do post live on Facebook, or maybe after the show. We're just going to record it and post it so that everyone can watch.
Okay, Jesse, because that's your initial or maiden presentation. That's okay. Maybe next year you could have it live and then you could charge for streaming. I know you have a plate full of things that you need to do, but that's good. Post live would be awesome as well.
Yeah, I know, because in the Philippines too, they are really, really excited. Even the fans, and they really want to watch it. But so that is something I'm really working on it right now. So.
Okay. Now, let's go back to Jay Mata. Jay, since you're happily single, what in the event that you're looking for someone special, what are the attributes or characteristics you're looking for? Are you a morena type, or are you looking for a mestiza, tall, short, slim, healthy?
I am looking for a person who is passionate about something and that knows how to communicate, and that is caring, and that knows how to cook. That's it.
Okay, you mentioned characteristic, but what about appearance?
Appearance does not matter to me. I think that's just the outer layer of someone's perspective. If you look at someone inside, it's more beautiful than that.
Okay, well, that's a nice thing to hear. Oh, you heard it. Those people who were texting me, PMing me. Let's go back to Christmas. Christmas is eating. Christmas, since you're happily single and looking, except I think Brandon is single. You're single, right? They're asking, what are you looking for in a special someone?
What am I looking for in a special someone? I think someone special, someone who will make me also feel like I'm special to them, and someone God-fearing. I think that's number one thing.
How about appearance? Morena, mestiza, chinita, tall, short, dark hair, blonde hair.
Doon tayo sa morena.
Morena.
Yes.
About any height requirement?
Hopefully someone hopefully someone that's not as tall as I am. Because
You're
with
5'9".
5'10", with my students, I ask them, like, I teach high school, and a lot of my high schoolers are taller than I am. So if they're straddling 6 foot, I ask them to stand 6 feet away. Social distancing pa rin.
Okay. Lemuel, same question. Since you're single and looking and available, any requirement, any characteristic that you want this special someone to have or to possess?
I want someone who is kind, knows how to cook, and of course, having a good heart. And bonus na lang po yung pagmaganda.
Kind and who knows how to cook. Somebody texted, you want a maid?
Pwede.
Ay, you're so funny. Okay, let's do, of course, David. Since single also and available, we're not gonna bother Brandon because he's happy. Let's leave it at that. Okay, David, anybody characteristic or attributes that you want for the special person that you would bring to your life?
First of all po, syempre, God-fearing po. And then, she loves working out din po and fitness. And knows how to cook din po. And loyal and yun po.
Okay. Now let's have our last candidate for this evening. It's Eddie or Edward. Say hello, Eddie or Edward.
Hi.
Okay. Eddie or Edward Refuerzo?
Yes,
Am I correct?
Refuerzo.
Refuerzo Jr. is a professional dancer who moved to Los Angeles in the past couple of years to pursue the commercial dance industry. Starting dance as a little late had such a life-changing effect on him as he has grown more and more passionate for the art over the years. He is a founder of Team Athena from Dallas and a former Dallas Cowboys rhythm and blues hip-hop dancer. He seeks to perform on larger stages, doing backup for artists, commercials, and hopefully to eventually go on tour. He is an advocate of finding your passion and purpose for living on this earth and trying new things. The reason our parents moved from the Philippines was to be able to have opportunities to chase our dreams. Wow! So we have a dancer in the house here. Okay. Okay, now, you originally from Dallas?
I'm from Houston, South Houston. There's a small town called Pearland.
Yeah. Okay, and then what made you decide to go into dancing? Is it something that that you inherited from your parents? Because normally, like Filipinos, we are well known to be singers. But in this particular case, I talk to a lot of artists, but a lot of them, they would rather sing than dance. But in your case, you're a professional dancer.
Yes, I do like to sing, but I don't do it as much anymore. Later on, finding out that my mom loved to dance when she was younger. But I originally started dancing because my first year of college, I gained a lot of weight and I needed to figure out what to do with it. So I went to Zumba, and that was my whole thing for dance initially. Like, I wanted to lose weight. I was 100 pounds heavier than I am right now. And, wow. So something needed to change. And then I ended up falling in love with it a little more and wanting to expand my horizons with different styles. And it's been, every year has been very, very different for me for dance. But right now, I recently have been able to call myself an artist, a professional dancer. So, yeah.
Now, which kind of dance are you more comfortable? Because I know some people are in jazz and some are hip hop, some are on freestyle. Is that among those styles, which one are you most comfortable with?
My base style that I learned back in Dallas was hip hop, but moving over to California, I found out that my body has great affinity for like dance hall, like African, and also jazz funk. And with the jazz funk, that's just me getting to explore like my sexuality and getting more comfortable with myself as a human being. But yeah.
Okay, then Eddie, talk to us about what Team Athena is all about.
So Team Athena, it's Dallas's first all-female hip hop team. I was very, very lucky to have been asked to start it. Like we have a little hand sign, and it's a cute little crown. I miss my girls very, very, very much. I got to direct it with some of Dallas's finest dancers, Evan Miller, Tamara Valle, and Darius Brown. And the Darius Brown was like my dance mom. So for me to be able to stand next to her and create with her was very like full circle for me to like give back to the community. I wanted to create a safe space for these girls to, feel confident, feel powerful, feel beautiful.
Well, is that something, because you said it's in Dallas, is it something that you're going to have it here as well?
No, I think I like that team is very much like a home for Dallas. Me moving over here to California, I really want to focus on just being a dancer rather than an educator or a choreographer even. I want to be a canvas, like a sponge, just to learn, because there's so much to learn out here. But I do try to go home, and this next time I plan on going home, I would like to bring something back for the girls to learn, because it's been a couple of years since I've really gotten to see them as a whole, as a unit. So, yeah.
Okay, you mentioned you're an advocate of finding your passion and purpose for living on this earth. Sounds like driven purpose life. Can you expound more on that? Can you explain more on why, among all the advocates that you could think of, you decided to go to finding your passion and at the same time your purpose?
Yes.
What motivates you? What pushes you? And what lit up for you to adhere to that kind of avocation?
Because dance is still relatively new to me in the past 5 or 6 years. I was raised, to be a healthcare professional. I got my bachelor's degree. I was about to apply to grad schools, and I made the choice not to and hold off to explore this part of myself, something that I found on my own. My parents, I look up to them very much. I love them very, very, very much. But I feel like it's easy to just do what your parents say, and I was so closed to the world, to trying new things. And one of those first new things for me was dance. And, I lost the weight. I have never felt so much more confident in myself before. And it's not that I wasn't passionate about healthcare. Like, I love helping people. My heart, I don't feel like it really fits in my body sometimes. But I found something that has really just brought me to tears several times, something that I want to work hard, stay up all night for. I skip meals. I am very, very much on this journey, and I'm very, very excited to see where it's going to take me, because it's been crazy, honestly. Even trying new things like this, like a pageant. This is my first pageant. That Edward, or larger, heavier set Edward, never imagined himself to be able to look at himself in the mirror and say that he's handsome, to be able to, believe in himself. I don't know. I'm very much enjoying this life journey right now, and everyone that's getting to be a part of it.
Interesting. Now, how young are you? How tall? And are you single and available and looking?
I am 25 years old, a whopping 5'6", but I am the tallest in my family. So, but yes, and I am single as well.
Okay, and since you're single, what are the characteristics, like what I asked all your other friends here? what are you looking for as far as attributes as well as appearance?
Um, Dating has been such a very, very interesting thing for me because um, I want someone that knows what they want. You know, I want them to know that they want me because I am very much like an all-in person, which is why I'm not necessarily like looking right now. Dating in LA has been very, very like, I don't know, it's been very interesting to say the least, but I would like communication, someone who's also very, very passionate about what they do, what they're wanting to do with their fields, what they're wanting from life. You know, I think that's very, very important to me to know, like, not necessarily to have an end goal, but to have the path. You know, like surrounding yourself with the right people, the right energy.
Okay. Anything else you would like to add aside from the bio that was given to me? Anything that you would like other people to know more about you?
I love food. Even though I did lose all this weight, I love sweets. I'm a huge baker, and I do have a lot of interests. I'm very open to trying a lot of new things. So.
Interesting. And so, do you enjoy being in California as opposed to being in Houston?
I do. It's a back and forth. I think there are pros and cons of both places. You know, my friends, my family, my mom and my dad. You know, I miss them all so much, but I do understand to do the things that I want to do. This is like my LA chapter. I don't know if I'll be plan on like settling down in LA. Let alone Texas, but I really am trying to like live in the moment.
Yeah, well, the opportunities, like what your parents are saying, they're here. They're here in Los Angeles, especially if you are already a professional dancer.
Yes.
So good luck on that endeavor. So before anything else, there's a couple of people shout out for Ishmael Villarta or Vilalta. Says, go Edward, and then Librada Mateo, shout out from Malolos, Bulacan, and said, hello Nong Matt, mula dito sa Malolos, Bulacan, Pilipinas, pinapanood po namin kayo. Okay, so this is, and then, good luck, God bless, love you, sabi ni Librada Mateo. And then, tapos, there's one here that's so fun. Oh, Oliver Carney said, Lemuel, I'm a very good cook. Tapos, same person, Oliver Carney. I'm happy that you're single, Jay. Okay. Now, so I know Chris Met is a singer. Who else? We were talking offline earlier. I know there's 3 of you can sing, right? Aside from Chris Met, who are the other people who could sing?
I volunteer.
Okay, Brandon. And then, okay. And then Eddie. Oh, and then who else can sing? Somebody's raising your hand.
That was
okay.
me.
So that was, so I have Brandon, I have Chris Met. Eddie, you're not, right? You're more of a dancer.
I do sing.
Okay, and then of course, Jay. Okay, since you said you could sing, let's start with Chris Matt. Put you on the spot. Give us a line or two.
Nagtatago ako dito. That's why I was quiet. But okay, we're ready. We have the instruments in the back. I have my ukulele here.
You have a guitar there. It's not for decoration. So
yeah,
you are a musician. So go ahead, give us a line or two.
All right. So I was just watching a vlog earlier with Sarah Geronimo. And this is probably one of my favorites from her. Tala, 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 ang ining ng mga talay, nakikita ko sa iyong mga mata. Siguro nga ay mabilis ang pagyanig ng puso ko para sa puso mo. Siguro nga ay mabilis tayo makinig sa takbo ng isip. Hindi ko maipili, tila ko ay nakalutang nasa langit na nalulunod sa iyong mga ngiti. At kung hanggang dito lang talaga tayo, hindi pa babayaan ang daang tinahak na kasama ka. Kung umabot tayo hanggang dulo, kapit lang ng maigpit, aabutin natin ang mga tala.
Wow! This will be an interesting talent show, Jesse. It's going to be a very interesting talent show, Jesse.
I know. Super.
I was waiting while he was singing for Eddie to be dancing that
Yeah,
song.
the dance challenge. My listeners, the Philippines America brothers are super talented.
Yeah, so since we have Chris Matt do it, and then a lot of people is giving heart. Even the brother says, "Go Matt, golden voice, handsome now with great voice." Sabi ni Adele, Oliver Carne. Sabi niya, "Chris Matt, wag kang ganyan. Nai-in-love na ako sa boses mo." And then the brother says, "Go Matt, Ashley." Okay. Ashley Sapasap or Sapasap. Go Lemuel. And then Librada says, "Go Matt, galing mo Matt." Sabi rin ni Librada. Okay, since we have another person here, let's give the to Jay Mata. Liner 2, Jay.
Awesome.
You could sing.
I was just okay. I'll sing. Okay, let's see here. Well, you done me, you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. Felt right through the cracks, and now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving all my bestest. That was it.
That was good. To sing impromptu without.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. Now let's go to our dancer singer. Go ahead, Eddie.
Go, Eddie.
Woo! Oh my God. Okay. Can we just break down these walls over some take out? Don't you worry about nothing at all. I can get to know you. We can take it slow. Savor every moment. Keep it on the low, baby. Just let go. And we can keep this whole thing casual.
Grabe, you guys are good. I mean, this will be an interesting competition. Comes April 3rd for the preliminary, for the talent, and also for the finals on the not April, but August 3rd and August 6th for the coronation. Mga ano pa, sabi ni Adele's giving you claps of hands. Librada says, "Go Matt." And sabi ni Librada Mateo, I guess this is for Jay, talagang napakagaling mo. I love you. Chini Mata says, "Laban Jay." Okay. Who else? Then we love you, Matt, from Malolos, Bulacan. We said that already. Now, so ready. So I
love
think we got everybody. Yeah, we got everybody covered. And then let's go with our question and answer. Okay, that's what we have done. I have so many questions here. So to be fair, you guys will be giving. I'll call your name. You give me a number. I have a question here from 1 to 7. So you choose a specific number, and I'll read the question. These questions are not, again, these are not, especially those viewers and viewers as well as listeners from last week. These are totally brand new questions that were given to us by our listeners and viewers from last week that they would like to ask. As a matter of fact, I got almost 50 questions, and I chose top 7 of these questions that I'll be asking you. So let's go reverse this time. We'll go with Eddie. Eddie, you're the first one. Choose between 1 to 7.
2.
2. Okay, you got it. Okay, question number 2. What do you tell yourself in the morning when you look at the mirror? I'll repeat. Eddie, what do you tell yourself in the morning when you look at the mirror?
It's so funny. I actually have my words of affirmations written on my mirror, and I have to tell it to myself before I leave for the day. You are strong, you are beautiful, you are powerful.
Very positive. Thank you, Eddie. That's so cool. And I think that's awesome. And those people who would not know, these are what we call a vision board, what he mentioned, the affirmation board. And that's really, especially in this time and age, it's very important that you put or you take things that you want to affirm or things that you want to accomplish. And some people, they call it vision board. Eddie decided to call it affirmation board. And that's so nice. Okay. Next one, we're going to go with Jay. Okay,
Pick number 4.
Number 4. Who are you, Jay? Who are you when no one is looking? Who are you when no one is looking?
I am a lazy bum. I love to be in bed all the time and eat snacks and just munch in and binge movies. That's who I am when no one is looking.
That's interesting. Thank you for your honesty. Okay, let's go with David. David?
Yes, po.
Okay, I have already 2 is out as well as 4 is out.
Number 3 po.
Number 3. Wow. David, what is your take or your opinion when people say that everyone has a price? The question is how much? Again, what is your take or your opinion when people would say that everyone has a price? The question is how much?
Has a price po?
Everyone has a price. In Filipino, lahat may presyo o kayang bilhin. Ang question is, magkano? What's your take on that?
I mean, depends po kung pwede pong change number. Joke lang po. Sige po. I mean, everything has a price po. I mean, and how much?
Meaning everybody has a price. I cannot give you the whole thing because I will be leading you to an answer. Everything is, if somebody tells you everything has a price, the question is how much? Do you believe that everybody has a price? And the question is, it depends on the price.
I mean, I don't believe in ano po na everything has a price po. I mean, you can do whatever you want po. I mean, in life, like it's up to you po. I mean, like you can buy anything as long you work hard on it po. You know what I'm saying? Like as long you have a dedication and like you want something na ma-achieve po in life, I think kaya niyo pong gawin nun without the price. You know what I'm saying? Kasi I mean, for me po, I mean, hindi ko po masasabi na naka-base po lahat sa, alam niyo po na I mean, like money po or something na may mga bagay po tayo na kaya pong i-achieve ng by ourselves po without like a price. You know what I'm saying? Like by our own self, like believing in self po and trusting in ourselves na hindi po kayang bilhin ng kahit sino po. Only tayo lang po na magawa po by our like by believing in ourselves po.
Okay. Thank you for that answer. Now let's go with Christmas. The question, well, the numbers are 1, 5, 6, 7.
Number 1.
Okay. Number 1. If you are given an indecent proposal, what would you do and why? If you are offered or given an indecent proposal, what would you do and why?
I was raised on respect, and I was raised by my grandma and by my titas and malolos to respect people, even if they are disrespectful to you. And indecent proposals are just a way for people to disrespect other people. And to me, I would respond to them with respect, because sometimes the disrespectful people are the ones that need respect the most, so that they can learn from you.
Okay, follow-up question. Have you received indecent proposal?
I have in the past.
Okay. Thank you. Now let's go with Brandon. Brandon, so your choices will only be 5, 6, and 7.
7.
7. What do you prefer? To be loved or to love? What do you prefer, Brandon? To be loved or to love? Or which one would you want? To be loved or to love?
I love the feeling of love. So I think I would choose to love others and trust that I would be loved back by loving others. But preferably, I would like to have both.
Wow. Thank you. That's a good answer as well. Guys, you guys are killing all these questions. Okay. Lemuel, so you only have 5 or 6?
6.
6. Okay, 6. The sins of the parents are the sins of the children. Do you agree or disagree? The sins of the parents are the sins of the children. Do you agree or disagree? In Tagalog, ang kasalanan ba ng magulang ay kasalanan din ng anak? Agree or disagree?
For me, I completely disagree. Kasi yung kasalanan po ng magulang, it shouldn't be kasalanan din ng anak. Kasi ginawa yun ng magulang, hindi yung anak. Di ba?
That's a good question. Hypothetical. Okay. Now you guys did every question very well, as always. Impressive group. Now let's have general questions for everybody. Okay. So dito na magkakaalaman, okay? And we'll just go, just raise your hand and I'll call you by the number of whoever raise your hands first. But everybody would be able to answer these 2 questions. Okay. One would be, should a gay person be allowed to join Misters of Filipinas America? Should a gay person be allowed to join the Misters of Filipinas America? Why or why not? Who wants to answer first? Okay, let's go with Jay.
Hi, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that question one more time? It slipped out of my mind.
The question is, should a gay person, whether closeted or openly gay person, be allowed to join Misters of Filipinas America?
Yes, they should be allowed. Anybody should be allowed to join the pageant. It's because they choose to do it. And whether they're gay, they're bi, whoever they are. For me, for myself as a gay man, and I'm joining this, it just makes a difference because, everybody else is as capable as, as everybody and as everyone, and you can't really deny their choices, or you can't really deny what they want to do in their life. So if we allowed to do it, then why not go for it?
Okay, thank you for that answer. Okay, then before we continue with your answer, okay, there's a lot of people here. Okay, let me read it first. Librada Mateo says, Matt, you're the best. You got that. Your voice is the best, Matt. And then same person, Librada says, always remember, andito lang kami. Lahat, go, 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 laban tayo. Then Librada followed with, natupad mo na sa'yo ang iyong pangarap. Go, 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 God knows. Andito lang kami sa Pilipinas, mahal na mahal ka namin. And then, of course, Mercy Ann Yamomo said, Mr. Delano, please, Matt, for the win. Then Librada Mateo said also, we love you, Matt. You're the best. Kami ng mga titas at kamag-anak mo, Matt, saludo sa iyong pagkanta. Rolando Ongkiko, you're so great and amazing. We're very proud of you, son. I guess this is your dad. And then Librado Mateo, ang galing mo, Matt, nung kumanta ka kasama si Miss Lani. Then Daniel Lasa Ongkiko, David Ongkiko, boy, kinabahan ka doon, ah. Rolando Ongkiko, we love you, son David. Okay, then Librada Mateo is giving a lot of heart. Okay, let's go back to our question. Should a gay person, whether openly gay or closeted, be allowed to join the Misters of Filipinas America? So I will just choose Rick Matt. What's your take on that? Why or why not?
I think gay men should absolutely be allowed to join Misters of Filipinas, whatever chapter it may be. I am an LGBTQ ally. I have cousins who are part of the community, and I have friends. I have a lot of friends who are also a part of the community. And then some of my brothers here for Misters of Filipinas America are also proud LGBTQ members. And there's so much to learn from the gay community. And I think whether you're a man, whether you're female, whatever sexuality you may have, there are so many things that we can learn from the community, like I said. And one thing that stuck with me that my grandma told me as a kid is that respect begets respect. And as long as you respect a specific person, then they will reciprocate that respect back to you.
Thank you, Chris Matt. Okay, David, what's your take on that?
For me po, I also agree with it po. Like everyone are capable of joining pageant, even a male or a gay po. I mean, they have talents too po, tsaka their like skills and like talino rin po, intelligent na pwede pong i-share din po for everyone. So I don't think po na I don't think po na parang i-exempt po natin sila as joining the pageant po. So I think everyone are like pwede pong sumali.
Okay. Thanks, David. How about Eddie? What's your take on that? Should a gay person be allowed to join Misters of Filipinas America?
Absolutely. I myself, I'm not a big fan of labels myself, but if I were to, then I would say that I am bisexual myself. But in the sense of the Misters of Filipinas America pageant, I do believe that one of the things that it stands for is unity. And for me, unity is very much like encloses inclusion. And feeling like I have words. Feeling like I have problems with fitting into the heterosexual community and problems even fitting into the homosexual community, like being a part of both myself. It's great to have a place that allows someone to feel accepted, loved, seen. And I don't see why someone who identifies as in the LGBTQIA plus community wouldn't be able to participate in anything, frankly.
Thank you, Eddie. Before we give Lemuel and Brandon, let me read Heidi Shin Mengayo Ongkiko. Go best David Ongkiko. Alam ni Lord yan na kaya mo. Andito lang kami, family mo, nakasuporta sa'yo, manalo matalo, ikaw ang panalo sa puso't isip namin. That is so sweet. Okay, Brandon, what's your take? Should a gay person be allowed to join Misters of Filipinas America? Why or why not?
Absolutely. I think the LGBT community is such a magical community because we've been through so much. We're so resilient. We are able to build from the ground up, which I believe is very much in line with the organization's motto. masculinity with responsibility. So who better to represent Mr. Filipinos of America than a gay man who can already fill in that role of masculinity with responsibility?
Okay, thank you for that answer. Now, last but not the least, Lemuel. Should a gay person be allowed to join Misters of Filipinos America? Why or why not?
Yes, I completely agree because we live in a diverse world right now that we accept LGBTQ plus community. Plus, they're also showcased to, I mean, they have talent to showcase and they have showcased to talent. And I think I don't see any problem LGBTQ plus joining a Misters of Filipinos America.
Okay, thank you guys for answering that. Okay, the last one that you guys need to answer, which was for a general question. Okay, and I'll just choose who would answer this first based on what I see on screen. Do you think male pageants are still relevant today? Do you think male pageants or pageants for that matter are relevant today? Let's go with David.
Ano po ulit yan? Sorry po.
Do you think pageants, male or female, are they still relevant today?
Sorry. Sorry po.
Okay, for the next question again. Do you think male or female pageants or pageants in general, are they relevant today?
Yes po. I think they are po.
Why or why not?
How can I explain this? Hold on. Actually po, so
Okay, okay. I know it's on the spot and I know it's the nerves getting to you. So
Yeah.
we'll let you think about it first, but we should
Yes,
know it is still relevant. Just tell us reason later when I come back to you. Let's go with Christmas. Are pageants still relevant today?
I think now more than ever, pageants are very much relevant because before we only saw pageants as a beauty contest, but now it's really a battle of brains and beauty at the same time. And candidates for pageants are really a beacon of inspiration for other people that are watching because they are a picture of success, they are a picture of growth, and they are a picture of really a role model that people can look up to.
Thank you, Chris Matt. How about Brandon?
Yes, I do believe
Are
pageants.
they relevant today? I mean, is it just a waste of time?
If it was, I wouldn't be here. But yes, I do believe pageants are relevant to today. I feel that they bring up leaders of both genders, both male and female, and create amazing examples for people in our community. I mean, I think about someone like Beatrice Luigi Gomez. She's the first openly LGBT person to compete for the Miss Universe Philippines and made top 5. And for me, that was so super inspirational. And I hope I can be that inspiration to somebody else as well.
Thank you, Brandon. How about, let's go with Jay. Jay?
I'm here. Hi.
Are pageants, whether female or male, are they considered, do you think they're still relevant today?
Oh, yes, more so, like what Chris Matt said, more so now than ever. I think pageantry has evolved in so many ways. We have this huge platform that we individuals believe in, and I can't I don't know how to explain it. I think pageantry and also are the platforms that each individual believes in. I think it serves a great purpose, and it could inspire like many people to not only just watch pageantry but also join pageantry, because pageantry is like a really big thing in the Philippines, and it's also becoming a big thing in worldwide. So I do believe that pageantry has this. The purpose of it is like connections.
Okay, thank you. Lemuel, if you agree that pageants are still relevant today, would you allow your brother, younger brother, or older brother to join Misters of, or if you have a sister, to join pageants?
Yes, I agree. And if my brother or sister want to join pageant, and if that's what he or she wants, then so be it, as long as she or he is happy about it.
So you agree also that they are relevant?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Last but not the least, go ahead.
Well, bouncing off of Chris, Matt, and Jay, like we live in an era now where we have the most accessibility to technology, but on the other end of that, the population is oversaturated with so much media, and I do think that the pageants are a great platform for people to have like a good role model of someone who is working hard, someone who is just, someone who is passionate. I do think that it is relevant.
Okay, thank you, Eddie. Okay, Joe. Okay, let's read before we give you the floor. Oliver Carnine said, "I guess it's okay, gays, to join any platform or a male pageant as long as it's not against the rules of the pageant. Yes, male pageants should be relevant as more than ever. Tama ka dyan, Christmas." Okay. Then Heidi Shin Mangoyo Omtiko, "Go best. Yakan mo yan." Brandon, ate, that question up. I don't understand what that means. Daniel Laza Okiko, "Go David. Kaya mo yan. Love you. Proud kuya here." Okay. David, anyone to add? O add mo, medyo naputol tayo kanina.
Sorry
You said
po.
it's relevant. Why is it relevant?
Yes po. For me po, yes po, I agree with everybody's answer po. I mean, parang para din po sa akin, parang pwede rin po natin to share, inspire po yung hindi lang po sa looks and or sa ano po sa sa atin po. Pwede po natin gamitin yung pageant po as para share po yung experience natin, yung kung ano po tayo to other people po. And parang step up din po to para sa atin, para I mean kung sino po tayo, and to be parang confidence din po. Alam niyo po, para to boost our confidence din po.
Okay, thank you. Well said. Okay, before we end the show, last word for candidate. Let's start with Brandon. Brandon, any word? This is the time to ask your supporters, your fans, not only to support you, but to watch the show on the 3rd of August for the preliminary at a place in West Covina, I think. And then, of course, the coronation on the 6th. Go ahead. Last word, Brandon.
Yes. Thank you all for joining us. I know it's late for some of you. So please join us for our pageant on August 6th. And please also continue to support all of the brothers here. It's just really inspiring to see everyone commenting and just telling us how good we are, just because it really does keep us going, especially because this pageant has been a very long journey.
Okay, thank you, Brandon. Let's go with Jay Mata.
Hi, to everyone that's supporting everybody and supporting me, especially my family. I'm really, really thankful, and I hope you keep supporting and keep those votes up. Vote for me.
Thank you, Jay. Lemuel. Go ahead, Lemuel. Lemuel, we cannot hear you. I think you're muted.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Please continue supporting me and my co-candidates, and lagi niyo po kami. Sorry, nawawala po ako.
It's okay.
Wag continue our journey. I mean, sorry. For the next one. Ayun lang po.
Okay. How about David? David?
Hello po. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you for the support po and keep stay tuned po sa mga susunod pa po namin na mga ganap po. And thanks for watching.
Okay, thank you also. Before I give to Chris Matt and to Eddie, Chini Mata said, "We love you, Jay." Okay, let's go with Eddie. Eddie, last message to your fans, supporters, and invite them and whatever you could tell them to gain support for the pageant, not only for you but for the event itself on the 3rd of August for preliminary and also for the coronation on the 6th. Go ahead, Eddie.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much for watching us today, guys. It was really great getting to know the candidates a lot more outside of like our social medias. Follow us to see what we're doing. Like we're all getting ready for August 6th. We're all working out. We're all meeting a lot of people. Yeah, hope to see you all there, or even if you get to just like live stream video, however this is going to happen. So yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, before I give the to our last candidate, of course, not the least, Nati Mendiola said, "Yes, Christmas, pamilyang Filipino, saan man sa mundo, suporta kami sa iyo. God be with you always." Si Christmas, ang ilalas natin. Ang dami nitong supporters today.
Amen.
Christmas, go ahead.
Amen.
What's the last word for your fans, family, friends, supporters?
Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng nanood, sa lahat ng pamilya namin dyan sa Pilipinas, even here in the States. All of our friends that came and supported each and every single one of the candidates that are here today. We hope that you continue on keeping up with our journey through Instagram at Misters of Filipinas America. You guys, the men that are in this pageant with me are so inspiring, and there's so many lessons to take from each and every single one of these candidates. And so please continue on the journey. You're going to see us on August 6th in San Pedro, California at the Grand Warner Theater. Vie for the title of the first ever Misters of Filipinas. And also, if you're in Temecula on July 3rd, I will be opening the show for Vice Ganda. So please make sure to get your tickets.
Okay, that's okay. Anybody else wants to promote any shows, any upcoming shows, guesting? Before I give the floor to Jeff.
Yes. So I'm performing with Kayamanan ng Lahi, which is a Filipino folk dance group here in LA. And it's next Saturday at 10:30 a.m., the 26th, at the Fort Theater. I'm going to be playing a diwa for this show. It's going to be really amazing, and I hope y'all can make it.
Okay, so Brandon is on the Fort Theater, and it's something ng lahi, yaman ng lahi?
Kayamanan ng Lahi.
Kayamanan ng lahi.
Yeah.
And then Chris Matt will be part of the show or opening for Vice Ganda show in Temecula, California. Okay, anyone else who wants to promote anything? Anyone? Okay, that's it. Okay, what about Jesse? This is your moment to shine. Anything else you want to tell our viewers, our listeners, and people who would be watching this for replay and will be sharing this? We got a lot of shares on the first batch, and I know we will be having a lot of people sharing this video as well. Last word from you, Jesse.
My last word before I die? No, I'm kidding. No, guys, thank you so much, you all, for tuning in, and of course for throwing some good comments to our candidates. I just want to really say that they have been really working so hard for this. They are really, really excited. We are excited to give you a good show on August 6th at the Warner Grand Theater. It's going to be full of Philippine culture, of this kind of production that we're planning to do. The pageant week will start on July 31 to August 6th. So the talent and gala night will be on August 3 at Gatsby Resto Bar. For tickets, please feel free to message us on Facebook, which is Mr. So Filipinas America, or to our Instagram account. It's going to be at Mr. So Filipinas America. We are so active for that. Also, Yeah, we are really, really excited. And also, if you have any like bets of the candidates among candidates, you are more than welcome to go to vantel.co where you can actually vote and make that candidate to be part of the finalists to be the Mr. People Choice Award. It's their gateway to to be part of the top five. What else? Yeah, that should be it. Thank you all. Thank you so much. And I hope to you guys follow our social media accounts to be updated. And we are really really excited for this show.
So Jesse, they could still vote, right, for their favorite candidate for the People's Choice. They could
Yes.
still, up to when can they vote, and how many votes are they allowed to per day?
Yeah. So the voting, yes, the voting is still up and running, and they can actually go to Vantel, or that's V for Victor, IA for Alpha, N for November, T for Tango, L for Lima, E for Echo .co. Just go in there, or maybe just Google Mr. of Filipinas America online voting. It will automatically pop out, and it's up until August 4. Here's the catch, everyone. So just to add a little bit spice for People's Choice Awards segment, on August 3, we will hide the voting so that people, yeah, that's Miss Universe. That's been really, they've been doing that. So we're going to do that too here with us. So just to spice up the competition so that the candidates will not be aware. Because me, myself, it's like what I just said last week. I came from the ground. I used to join pageants. During online voting, we normally right away, we know kung sino yung papasok sa People's Choice Award. But this time, we want to make sure that there will be still a little bit of surprise. So malalaman the candidates will not see the tally votes up until August 3. That's the end. And 3 to 6, they will not see the scores that
What
we
you're
have.
telling us is between now and the pageant night, people can still vote. Like I
Yes.
could be inside the auditorium or in the theater on the day of the coronation, and I could still vote. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah.
Okay, and
So-
is there a limit on how many people can vote per
No.
phone?
No, there will be no
Limit.
limit. Yeah, it's going to be
And
unlimited.
And then the winner of the People's Choice automatically become part of the top 5, correct?
Yes, that is correct. Parang gate passport niya yun, right on the spot. Para siya nag-elevator. Ganon.
That
Diretso na
is
siya.
so exciting. Before we end, happy viewing to Catherine Cruz, the wife of the chief of presidential protocol of Marcos administration, as well as concurrent presidential advisor for foreign affairs. And that's the wife is Catherine Cruz, and it's Adelio Cruz. Congratulations, by the way. Gina Marcos is watching, so it's Adele Ordinario. So before we close, to everybody, to Brandon, to Christmas, to David, to Jay, to Eddie and Lemuel, good luck to you. Hopefully I see you one of these days. Add me on Facebook or Instagram. Jesse, as always. Oh, Jesse, quick question before we end. Any relationship daw with Margie Moran?
Marami nagtatanong sa akin noon. Ang dami-dami. Okay, should I be honest here? No, I don't think I can be honest in online. But so my name in US is different. And my name in the Philippines is different. So I used to
You
be
have a
married.
stage name. You have a screen name.
My stage name ako. Hindi kasi yung Moran ko is an English name. Tapos it used to be I used to be married for a same-sex marriage. So yung husband ko is Moran. So that's why I'm Moran here. Even my state IDs are Moran. But in the Philippines, no. So I mean, we're not related. I wish we are. So
Okay,
that
to answer your question, you've been asking me, no, there's no relation with Margie
No.
Moran. Okay, and Jake Acedo, Jake is one of the contestants.
Oh, aloha, Jake.
He said, "Aloha, brothers, let's do this." Okay, I think Jake will be flying in from Wahoo on the end of July or July 1st on your pageant week, right? So aloha, mahalo to you, Jake, as well. He was part of the first batch last week. So again, Christmas, Brandon, David, Jay, Lemuel, and Eddie, thank you so much for giving us the time to get to know you better. I hope we didn't really put you on the spot. I hope you had a wonderful time the way we did, getting to know up close and personal as much as we can. Thank you for providing us with your boys prowess, Chris Met, David, Chris Met, Jay, as well as Eddie. And I know it was so impromptu. That's what life is all about, all spontaneity. So before we end, again, maraming salamat. Let's please, this is the initial maiden presentation of Misters of Filipinas, America. Please, all our kababayas, all Filipinos abroad, we need to support. Let's be proud of Pinoy. Let's support the hard work of Jesse Moran and company for bringing this show. And I know he went through a lot of challenges. Let's buy tickets. Let's tell our family, friends that this is worth staying. We would see all these excellent guys, excellent candidates on the 6th, as well as on August 3rd and August 6th. So let's go and check their Facebook account, so at least we could follow them. And there's a lot of pictures there of your different candidates. Let's support them. Let's do the People's Choice contest. It would be so interesting to see who wins the first ever the first ever Mr. of Filipinas America. Who would be the candidate for the Mr. Filipinas, which will be done in the Philippines? So it will be an exciting evening, and we are so excited to see you guys on stage. Again, maraming salamat. And before we end the show, I always tell people, be kind. You can never go wrong with kindness. And any act of kindness that you do to people, it will come back to you in so many ways, in so many different times. And with that, maraming salamat. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for my next show. Bye-bye, you guys. Good luck and night, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sir Josh.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PA